I'm Johnny Lieberman, and you're watching LMP. What does LMP stand for?
Late Night Place.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been on there. Yeah, it's a good show. You should like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
You trim your beard. You look great. And he did a shave. Everybody looks great. What's up, you guys? Kurt must be here. This is amazing. It's so beautiful. Hi, what's up, dude? What's up, Gus? Tommy. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you guys. Good morning.
I'm late. I didn't get to check anything today. We'll talk all about it, but I definitely didn't get to the bubble machine, so maybe we'll do that live on the air. Because there's nothing else to do, I'll tell you that. We didn't even get a chance to plan a show tonight. We knew there was no guest. All right, everybody else. All right, you do the whole thing. I'll tell everybody. Let's bring it in. Bring it in here. Do a real show. Hello back to Instagram. Hello up to YouTube. Get that going there. They're good? Too close. Too close. I've said this before. I like people to see the lamp behind you. That way it does something for them. Otherwise, it's just for us. And that defeats the whole purpose. Then we just have a room like this in the house, and that's just who we are.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, it's got a purpose, and we got a little thing here. I know. It's crazy. I'm in a weird mood, everybody. I hope everyone's okay. Guards Rad's here. Thank goodness. Marcia Beto sent a request. Why not just do that first? And excuse me while I put the red lights on the cameras. We're going to do everything with you today. It's going to be the hand-holding show. Let's see. Oh, crap. I forgot. I got to take this out, and we'll get the camera over here. There we go. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're the first caller. Where are you calling from, Marcia Beto?
Hey, Ryan. Hi, Mrs.
Wow.
Where are you calling from?
Door County, Wisconsin. We're sitting on our hippie bus, killing a bottle of wine and having some bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches.
How cool is that?
Here, take a look.
I'm trying to get, I got my own things to look at here. Oh, wow, look at that. So you're just hanging out in the yard. Oh, that's beautiful, right there on the coast. Hello. Someone's having more fun elsewhere, doing her own thing. Hi. How's it going?
That's my missus.
Yeah, she loves your fandom of our show, I guess.
Yeah, she does. I have to confess that one time you had me on, though, I was fooling around with my new phone and I hit it. I said request to join and I was in bed and I thought, whoa, wait a minute, now I'm on.
I think I remember that. I think we were looking at you and we couldn't tell what it was. It was just your face, real dark. Was that what you're talking about?
Right.
A long time ago. Yeah, that was a good old time. So, have you done anything new since?
Yeah.
I don't remember what we talked about that night.
I had a car fire. My
Oh,
924 burned up in the middle of a field.
Well,
I had a fuel leak on the engine, and fortunately nobody got hurt or anything, but it was a lesson learned there.
what, do we know what happened? Just a fuel pump leak, or we don't know what?
I think it was called the fuel rails, and I could smell just a little bit of a whiff of gasoline smell, but I kind of wished it away, and my son and I were driving it, he was driving it, started on fire, it was gone within 3-4 minutes. But the good news was the insurance company settled up with me, and even the better news was 3 days later, a good buddy of mine called, and he had this 1971 Willow Green 914, a 1.7 liter. So I picked that up, and that's really a nice little car.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. So it ends up working out well for you.
Yeah, it actually did.
Congratulations.
But, I was thinking today, because I was sending my wife pictures of the car. I have an 81 911 SC, and it's platinum metallic, which is not my favorite color. I wouldn't have chose it. It's growing on me, but I'm having a top engine rebuild. But I was looking at Renbo, and I found a car, and actually it was featured in Panorama, and it's lilac or moonstone, and that's a 78 or 79 and an 80 color. And I was thinking about doing a color change, and I know that's a big no-no in the Porsche world, and probably would lead to a whole lot of discussion, but I'm very much considering that.
There are ebbs and flows to the whole thing, as you know. I think if anything, the culture seems to be leaning towards outlaw at this point. However, because the values are going up no matter what. However, know at some point it will definitely swing back the other way again, and the PCA purists will definitely be on top again.
Yeah,
it's to each their own. You got to do whatever makes you happy, right? It's your car. If it's an investment, I get it. But if you're driving it, you got to do what's best for you.
Well, I'm thinking, I put some money into the engine. I'll probably be, probably top end heavy anyway. So I might as well take it to the final degree and change it to the color I want. That's kind of what I'm.
That's exactly it. And don't mind me while I say hello to people in the meantime. If you see me poking at the screen, I'm waving it to Nate Adams and I Love to Fly and DC 1221 and Damon McCarthy's here. What's up? Anyway, I love that you're sitting in the Bug there, right there at the house. It reminds me, growing up on the East Coast on Long Island Sound, people used to just go down to their boats, stay in the marina. They would do the cheese and the wine and all this stuff. Have, a wonderful time. You're still doing all the social stuff of it. You're just, maybe not going all the way out. But people loved it.
It's kind of a topic of conversation. People come up and they tell us how they had one when they were, back in the 70s or 60s. And we always say, yeah, we found a couple joints in the back of ours, so we figured this is your. They said, no. Oh, yeah, right.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you two enjoy. Have a lovely evening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. If you stay tuned. Say goodbye to Mark Chobedo.
Bye.
Bye.
Great to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
And this is much better than you being in bed. This is much nicer. And so long to your missus, whose name is?
Jen.
Jen. Okay, nice to meet you, Jen. I hope you enjoy. You guys are doing it right.
Yeah, good vibes.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, we're going to talk about good vibes in just a few minutes, and we're going to start it right now by getting Nicole fired up on the good vibes sticks right here. Good to see you, man.
So I'm ready to go.
Oh, good. And I don't know how to end it, so you'll have to on your end, however you do that.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do that. I'm very tech savvy, as you well know.
He's the best. Wisconsin. Thank you very much for calling, Wisconsin. Figuring it out. Okay. There he goes. Oh, great job, Marcia Beto. That was awesome. Okay. All right. Back to the show. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. My name is Jay Ryan. This, of course, is Nicole Ryan. It's Tradecraft Thursday. We have great guests coming up, so we have nothing for you tonight. No guests, no show plan. There's tons of stuff on the blue card. I don't care if we get to any of it. My brain is absolutely fried. You know how I am when I spend too much screen time. I need the real life and if I'm too much screen time for the day, this is what you get. When I stop looking at the screen, I'm looking at you, and this is how it is. Oh. And this is how it is. The Breakfast Club. We should probably just start with that. Kathy Williams Jewelry is here. Great show, by the way, with Misha. Thank you, Auto Kennel. That was all because of Misha. I was just here doing the same old thing. In the meantime, all right, Tradecraft Thursday. We're going to get you fired up here. And Jesus, I may take a hit too because I need to settle the hell down here. These are both hybrids, though. One is the Pineapple Express, which you had recently, and I think you liked. Mm-hmm. And I hope you like because there's lots more of them in the drawer.
Yeah.
And then the Biscotti. And honestly, I'm leaning to, wow, they both sound good. The mood on these, Pineapple Express, mood, island vibes. Hard to contest with that. Biscotti, mood. Namaste, hi.
I'm so torn.
I know. Well, I mean, you can have them both, really. I mean, but
Right.
for the show, which one would you like now?
I want to try biscotti.
I think that's a wise choice. And then, not that we need to get you super cranking, but whatever this was here is still here as well.
Okay.
Well, I can't remember what we decided it was. Ghost Train Haze.
Yeah.
It's one of those nights. It's going to be one of those nights. We're riding the train into I don't knowville. They always say you got to get into the land of what do they call it? When you're like when you any type of success thing, you got to get into what the hell do you call that? The land of no. You know when you don't know what's going on. Gee whiz. Can you tell I'm just still on the train instead of actually there? What am I trying to say here?
Not
forget
sure.
it. Doesn't matter. Here you go. Fire that up.
Thanks. Shoot.
And we decided on the Biscotti, which is the Namaste Hi. Excited about that. Jezebel Burner, hello. Hello, Jezebel Burner. And that means Jeff Swart might be watching as well, which is always exciting because they're often together. Componently is here. I don't know what that is. 987 Whiteout. Okay, so what do we talk about first here? I've been on my phone all day because of Breakfast Club. I do not know how many messages I've gotten in the last 48 hours.
I bet.
Holy crow. And I'm not the guy who can just let red stay on my phone, like all of those things. I got to get to them. And I'm not the guy who can just ignore them. Sometimes you do. Sometimes they get mixed up or whatever. But I try to actually get to as many of them as I can. Also, there was no answer. There was no answer until today. It was like, you got to just wait. But anyway, everybody wants to know what's going on with Breakfast Club. If you're not in the Los Angeles area, you probably have no way of knowing that the forests are being shut down here, almost like rolling blackouts. All the firefighters and resources are up north in a different part of California fighting massive fires that are putting smoke all over the rest of the country. While the rest of the country's flooding and everything, we're making them choke on our smoke.
Great.
With that, the roads to Newcomb's are simply closed. I mean, they're open to locals and stuff. I mean, for emergencies or whatever. But for regular, recreational travel, which is what we do and what we talked about on Tuesday, it's closed. They're all closed. And on purpose. I mean, it makes sense. I totally get it. We're not mad at anybody, as they say. Don't care about that. So what we decided to do, we'll just talk about this shit first, I guess. And then we'll talk to you guys and see what you think about it as well. Hello, Ron Goodman. Hello, Robert Scott. Hungry Eights, Snaky Bites. Snaky Bites. Nobody mess with Snaky. Snaky Bites. Officially, GVBC is on hiatus. Taking a little vacay. It's a driver's group, so and it's always been a bunch of individuals. So I'm sure there will be people doing their own thing. We intend to go do our own thing. I don't know where we'll end up. We'll stay on the legal routes, obviously, but it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. All of the agencies that we support and the agencies that support us and keep us safe and respond to incidents, et cetera, while we're up there, they're the ones asking for this very nominal favor. And I know it's the government and all the other stuff, but it affects the people that take care of us and that we have a relationship with. So to disrespect them not only goes against my own gut and heart and my own body goes, I don't like that. The whole Good Vibes Breakfast, we're the group that kind of, I don't know, we're the good guys. I don't know how to say it any other way. It just doesn't mesh. So it made the most sense to put a little pause on the activities in an official capacity. I mean, official capacity is even its own kind of joke because it's not an official thing. I still to this day say that my wife and I go up there for breakfast on Fridays or donuts and coffee these days. And all of these other people are wonderful enough to come join and want to spend time. And to me, that's the coolest thing. They're into the same things we are, you know. It's not just about the drive and the cars. It's about getting up into nature. It's about, you know, fundamentally, and this is what I think maybe a lot of people don't necessarily understand about good vibes, and I didn't mean to get all heady about it, but like, it depends on your personal personality, what you get out of it. Driving to some people is like an amped up event, like, let's go, we're gonna go, you know. And that's fine. That's totally fine. To me and the people that I know and the professional drivers that I know that come up there, it's more of a meditative type thing. A lot of us turn the radio off. Almost all of us have the windows open. I don't know. It's a weird thing. We're getting connected with the surroundings in a weird way on the way up there. And some people have the radio blaring and are doing their own thing. And that's awesome and great. Everybody should do whatever they get the most at it, you know, whatever makes you happy. But what it ends up at the top is like a different thing. You either drive to get amped up or you drive to get meditated. And when you get out of the car, it's two different people. So all of the GVBCers who, like, you know, want to just, they're not into, oh, fuck the cops, they want to shut the road down and all that crazy stuff, which some people do. You know, we're just not all about that. So we're all about celebrate it. We'll see you out there, I'm sure. There's nothing about don't go driving. You know, nobody's saying, there's no lockdown. It's not that type of thing. They're just saying, hey, stay out of these areas because it's better for us. No problem. No problem. I have my windows open always. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Lang Customs. Yeah, well, you have no top. No top, no muffler. You only recently pressed a hood on that thing. Congratulations, by the way. And also, congratulations on your episode of Celebrity Cars IOU, Celebrity IOU, Ann Anstead and Christy Lee's show. Damon McCarthy doesn't even have windows. Plexi was too heavy for him. Oh, all the mechanisms, too. That's all gone, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. You know, unofficially, I know a lot of OG Breakfast Clubbers who will be out there driving. I'm sure that a lot of the people who have discovered Fridays now are not going to simply sit home. You might find some people out there, but it's nothing official at all. March Beta, responsible, yes. Also, you know, and this is kind of overlooked, I'm the son of a firefighter. You know, my dad died a long, long time ago, but he instilled all of the respect and all of the, you know what I mean? I respect the hat and the badge.
You
and
carry that all the time.
There's firefighter stickers on our car, the helmet, and all of my dad's stuff is hanging in our home. So, you know what I mean? Like it's all about taking care of the people who take care of us. So, some people are really pissed about it. Oh, you know, goddamn Newsom and the whole thing. It's like, I mean, maybe, totally, maybe. I don't know. People Celebrity IOU Joyride, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. So check that out on the Motor Trend channel. It's Ann Anstead, it's Christy Lee, and this episode was James Marsden surprising a friend of his with I don't know how that show works. It's either a car or either a new car or a restoration of their car. It's not overhauling, you know what I mean? I think it's a new thing. So I think they're surprising them with cars.
That's cool.
Anyway, I haven't seen it yet, but
pretty.
Heard it was really great. Tim McCarthy, I like your style. Race car party. What's up, race car party? Okay. All right, so there's that. I know. Got that out of the way. Thought we'd talk about that at 5:45. Usually you can't shut me up. So I guess what I could do is just spend time going through my damn Instagram, because I guarantee it. Look at this. God damn it. I cleared this out before the show, and I cleared it out during the credits, or the opening. And there are more now. Oh, great. Tom, see you there. See you there, Tom. 1983 SC, if you happen to be watching. See you there. Leo. Hello, Leo. Leo joins here sometimes, and I say, oh, all he ever does is says, hey, it's Leo, and presses hearts and stuff. I just want you to see that is literally all it is. Hearts. Hey, it's Leo. There you go. Oh, wait. Oh. Got out of our shell this day. Great to see you, Leo. Zwart's here. Oh, Jezebel must have switched over. So happy to see you guys. One vintage Damian Dorian, damn it. So I got an East Coast feed. We've got a TBT. I'm going to talk to you about GVP. Oh, so, hey, if you're not going to be up at GVBC this week, none of us are. The next best thing would be to feel like you are with some GVBC merch at home. It's the closest thing. While you're driving elsewhere, you can feel. I don't know what I'm saying. None of this is true. I don't know. I'm so not a salesy guy. Everyone just thinks it kills me to the soul inside. However, our shit's pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited about it. My GVBC T-shirt is my favorite T-shirt that I own now. The material's my favorite. It feels like an old rock and roll tee. Shouldn't say that too quick, because of course you have the 111 available as well. And then of course there's the Good Vibes hat and the pin. And there's the sticker pack. Got that. And this is totally separate. You can't get them from us, but you can get them from... These are the best bubbles in the world. I want you to know that. The best bubbles in the world are available from Bubble Tree, the American bubble company. Yeah, that's cool. Right at the iPad there. Oh, and all over all my... all our junk over here. All the expensive electronic junk. Well, and you know what I'll do? I'm going to pour that. Here, let's see if we can get some... Let's experiment now, folks. Sorry for the... well, I guess we can... Can we get the Instagram audience in here? Sure we can. Sure we can. Let me push the button, and then I'll just dump these in and see if we can't get this happening. All right, maybe it's this. Could it be this one? That's better. Whoa! That didn't take long. Look at that.
Holy crow.
I know. So all I need to do is top it off a little bit, I guess. Isn't that something? These poor guys. Yep, there it is. That's what's happening. Jay and Nicole love their bubbles. Guys, if you had to live with the life that we do, you would take all the little pleasures too. These bubbles make us genuinely happy. Damon McCarthy says, I can vouch for best bubbles. I almost said you can vouch for the best bubbles. Vouch for the best bubbles. Something about their residue is different. It doesn't leave the, I mean, there's obviously something, but it's not oily like the other ones were. I really am doing a commercial. And the nice thing, no oily residue. Honey, did you change it? What happened to our regular bubbles? Have you noticed a difference? Yes. What do you like better about them? Well, for one, there's no residue. It's like the taste great, less filling type of deal. Why was I even turning on the bubbles? Does anybody remember? Was it just to celebrate all the good vibes? Could be. Could be.
I believe
That's worth it.
Yeah.
That's reason enough. Good vibes. Hey, Bob. Bob's here. Hi, Bob. Skip Ploss. Evening. Let's see. Got the YouTube audience over here. Dan McCarthy. Haha, you should have those always. And no sticky film. So this is it. If you want to have a good time in the bubbles, pretend you're up at GVBC for the next 2 weeks. This, by the way, could not work out better for us personally. I mean, other than I wish we were going to GVBC. But timing-wise, Yellow Car is busted and shouldn't be being driven, really. And it's going into the shop in a week on September 8th. 1 week from yesterday. 1 week from yesterday. Less than a week. Yellow Car's going into TLG.
Awesome.
Getting some TLC at TLG. So that's very exciting. And then the big reveal, I mean, it'll be in the shop for a week. That'll be the week of the 17th. So it gets out on the 15th, theoretically. And then we're ready. So it's sort of like we've closed for renovations before the grand reopening, that sort of thing.
It feels like that.
Even though Yellow Car really is not Breakfast Club by any means, but kind of like a mascot of it, maybe. Although that's really you. You're really the mascot of Breakfast Club. No offense. I hope that you don't take that the bad way.
I'm going to share it with Yellow Car.
I hope you take it the right way. Yeah.
I'm learning to enjoy being a prop now.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
You know, famous people are just props. They're just dancing and acting. You know, they're active props.
I've been in my head the last day or so, and that's where I got to.
You helped those people do all of that stuff. I don't. It's funny how you were so good at your job in ways that you didn't ever know you were so great. And then the things you thought you killed at, I'm not sure you had a handle on it all.
Nope. Nope. Everything.
That's probably all of us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've been thinking about that a ton because I'm like, I used to be so knowledgeable, and once I let that go, and it's a constant minute by minute process, but it's like, no, I didn't. I was fun when I was not trying to be something.
Isn't that the truth of all of us, though? This show, any of the versions of this show we've done, but I feel like that's the lesson we learned. Well, we learned a lot of lessons, but that was a huge one.
I get to replay this shit in my head all the time.
You just have to be the real, authentic you. We're all so afraid to do it, I think. And then the light comes on, and you're like, oh, you gotta do something, entertain. Da-da-da. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. You know, whatever.
Michigan J. Frog.
Excellent. True. It is Michigan J. Frog. I feel the same way. Car goes in on Monday for the fuel cell. Next GVBC, it may be fully ready for the drive. Now, by the drive, do you mean the Cannonball drive? This is Sully Sound here. And Sully Sound, did you get my apology from earlier? Because that's what I'd really like to know. Skip Law says, sorry I'm late. Just discovered that the East Coast Producer's Office has a very wet carpet. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm assuming that's from the storm that just went through there and flooded all of New York, and I think it even killed some people. It's pretty rough.
The photos I've seen look awful.
Yeah, everybody. God, your heart goes out to New Orleans and everywhere that was affected. But everything is either on fire or burning. I mean, it's biblical out there. Do you think it really is worse, or do you think that we are just being inundated because we have the access to the information now? And there are teams everywhere. Go, oh, there's a fire here, there's a flood here, there's a rock slide here. Do you think that there's just access, or is there more of it?
I think it's both.
Oh, God, I didn't even consider that. Jeez, it's my OJ logic. He did it and he was framed.
Yeah.
That's why that whole thing didn't work out.
You've taught me a lot that I've absorbed. I don't always talk about it the right way, but I absorbed it.
All things considered, Skip Plus is okay. Speaking of absorption. Sorry. So I should tell you next week. Well, here, let me do this. Is this right? Yep, that one's there. Oh, I gotta put another one on there. Fireball Tim we already had. Pinstripe Chris we already had. Misha Mansour we already had. Coming up next week, Bedim Barisha from BBI will be here. I know I'm still saying the name wrong. I'm sorry. But I'm going to learn how to say it when he's here, and then I'll get it right from now on. So BBI, Bedim from BBI, Bedim Barisha will be here, as well as, that's on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, Dylan will be here. I think it's Dylan Mistra, but I want to make sure it's Mistra Film. It's Native 4 Films. Jesus Christ. I told you there was no time to produce a show today. I was talking about Breakfast Club all day long. Yeah, Dylan Mystery from Native 4 Films. And if that name sounds familiar to you, it's because they did the Silver Saub video that's with Magnus Walker, the silver. Gosh darn it! It's a hard thing to say anyway because it's the Silver Saub. It's tough. Silver Saub. Chris Hunley, let's do it. Snake bites, says both. Urban Reverend B is here. Mark A. Photog. Chris Hunley, I'm waving at you, Chris. I've accepted your thing. I don't know if you're getting it back. Hello, Ryans from Urban Reverb. Oh, Urban Reverb B. Is that what I said before? Urban Reverb. It's very clear to me this time. If I don't try, it's no problem. But if I focus in on it, 1, 2, 6, 9.
It's what I used to do. I totally get it.
Rev Timmy B. That one's right? It's not Rev Timmy B.
I think so.
This is ridiculous. Sorry for the no-show, folks. I'm also exhausted. I'm tired. I'm damn tired. It's not your fault, but I'm damn tired. Tired of looking at these screens.
They're exhausting. It's a new thing.
It's a halfway through. Usually unable to join. It was your idea. You son of a... What am I going to do this Friday morning? I might have to go straight to work. Oh, gosh, no. I don't even know what you do, man. Some people, it never occurs to me that they have a job. Everyone's there on Friday mornings. What do you people do? Do you remember in the beginning when that was all anyone said? Like, no one would go up and they were like, oh, you got to go to work. I was like, you rearrange your life if you want to make time for it. I mean, nowadays, gosh, some of those days we clearly should have been doing something else, but whew. But we wouldn't have gotten here, though, you know?
Agreed.
GVBC really wouldn't probably even be a thing if not for consistency.
Probably not.
And we're the only ones who are consistent throughout, from the beginning to now. That's why they think it's our thing and that we run it and organize it. Like, just because we go every week. We're just consistent people. That's all it is. Well, I am. Where's your ideal back road drive? Oh, man, snake bites. What part of the world are we? Gotta get more specific. Otherwise, the answer just generically would, of course, be Angeles Crest. And the roads in there and around. Hello? Hello? Shout out to Pete McNulty, whose shirts these are. Oh, just me. My shirt matches your shoes, though. I like that.
I'll take it.
On the back, it's some sort of 356 drive thing, but he put these together, and I love that it's got all the official logos on it. It's super cool. For the SoCal 356 Club. California, Monterey. Oh, gosh. Oh, I don't want to talk about it there because then people go drive those roads. Oh, shit. There are still some roads up in the Monterey area that I haven't been up there in a few years, but that you can still drive even during car week because not everybody does know about them. And I think if I were to talk about that here, I'd probably piss some people off. Obviously, all the obvious ones, right? You know, PCH. You know, I got to go over the bridge there. That's real nice. That's real pretty. Very scenic. Sunrise and sunset, obviously always good. It's in the video game from the thing, from GTA 4, 5, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I'm a mountain road kind of guy. I'm a twisties kind of guy, and I'm a woodsy kind of guy. I like the woods. That's why I like Angeles Crest. Even a lot of that isn't even the woods, but especially when you get further up and it's really, really woodsy. Oh, gosh, I love it. It's my favorite. Reminds me of growing up in the East Coast in the woods. That's probably it. It just reminds me nostalgic of home, right? Because I grew up in like deep woods in Connecticut.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, so I guess I fucking dodged that one, huh? Sorry, snaky bites. You have any follow-up? Got a follow-up question? And then I'll ask you one. What's your favorite driving road, snaky bites? In the Los Angeles area. Or the Southern California area, I should say. Irvin Reverb wants to know how Mrs. Ryan's doing. That's a great question. One that I forgot earlier. So great. Good job.
A little better, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, Tuesday.
Yesterday, it's up or down, and today's an up day.
Mm-hmm. Now, you still can't walk and stuff, right?
No, but
so it doesn't.
not
Nothing
yet.
actually comes back. But you and your demeanor and your lack of, you don't seem as like you're normally fighting the pain. Even though you put the smile on, you look like maybe less of that?
A little bit. A lot of this head shit is helping me clear some of my shit out.
Well, that makes sense.
As we know happens, I just, as you know, fight everything internally, and I'm trying to not go with the flow.
Trying to not, period, go with the flow.
Yes.
Yep.
Trying to be more relaxed.
How's that? Does that answer your question? She's trying to be more relaxed. I'm not helping today. I'm all amped up. While claiming to be exhausted. Maybe I do have MS too, because I'm a walking conundrum these days too, while I try to both deal with my own needs in real life and then like you and yours, which are generally contradictory to mine. But I need sensors to go off for you as well as me. It's a very confusing life for both of us, I think.
It is.
This is a weird thing I wouldn't wish on anybody. We don't really say that very often, but I wouldn't. This thing sucks. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. We smile through it and we laugh and we joke because what the frig else would you do? But everything about this really sucks hard.
Yeah. I'm doing my best to calm it down because when I get riled up, that's when everything goes haywire. But it's a constant, and my memory sucks now, and that's part of it. And so I have to remind myself literally all the time, to be positive and calm.
Did everybody hear that when she gets riled up? Like, so when the energy around her gets stirred, I know it sounds crazy, but you almost have to think about, like, how would you treat your grandparents?
Yeah.
That's how you have to be around the Ryans. Like, oh, what's your energy? It's so crazy. And it's why, it's hard to be friends with us. Totally get it. We're high maintenance. But it's not by choosing. It's not like, oh, I don't like this wine. You know what I mean? It's like, to live. It's tough for us to live. She's got like a couple hours of energy, maybe, every day. Maybe. And we got to use it wisely. I think you using it to do whatever you're doing lately that's working for you, I think is the best use.
Yeah. I have to rewire this so I don't have to remind myself of this shit all the time, because that's what takes so much energy, is remembering what to remind myself and to speak kindly. It's all up here. And I literally, my body oscillates between being asleep and awake, and it's all the same to your brain. So I have to constantly.
But it's because your programming was different than what you want to put out these days. Is that why it's hard?
Yeah, my program.
Well, people should know that, because that's something everybody probably struggles with. Like, it's hard to be a nice person. It's hard to be a good person sometimes when you got shit going on.
Yeah, and I was set up to be successful, which has negative efforts to it. So it's like I have to watch all that shit and be calm.
Yikes.
What do you
Irvin Reverb, nobody knows. That's the bummer of MS. People are thinking, oh, you have MS, my friend has MS. Unfortunately, MS is a catch-all for anybody at home who might not notice. Do you mind me talking about it? MS is a catch-all. It's a process of elimination disease. It's once you don't have all of the other things that they know about and how you get it and that are treatable, that they go, oh, well, we're going to classify you with MS. And it's not like people think, like, oh, you have a cancer and it's here and you go fucking zap it or cut it off or, whatever. It's not like that at all. It's every cell of your body, because it's autoimmune. So it's at a cellular level where half of your body is fighting the other half. And it's not side by side, which would almost make it easier. It's everywhere, battling itself. It's weird. Autoimmune, it's not dissimilar to AIDS. It's just, AIDS, I guess, isn't even as big a deal as it was when we were kids. But you remember when AIDS came out and like, oh, the thing, it's autoimmune and don't get a cold and don't get, because it could kill you. You're not like that. It's not that type of thing. Your cells are at all times at war with one another. And somehow you need to tell them, settle down.
Yeah. And get the right parts to listen. It's been confusing some things, but whatever. Yeah. I have to sort through it. There's
brutal.
Way worse things, but this sucks for sure.
Damon McCarthy, good evening. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the road as well. Nicole, you're the best, from Damon McCarthy.
I love that guy.
Irvin Reverb, if you were to ask me, if you are asking me, you are kind of asking me, but I'm not a doctor, so this is not an official clinical what causes it. If you're asking Jay Ryan, the armchair nothing's fucking opinion, I think it's as simple as wearing out your equipment. I shit you not. I think it's as simple as, oh, you wore that wire out. It can't take any more information. You sent way too much through it. Like the hose is broken. The wire's frayed, which is literally what it is in your case.
Yeah.
It's called demyelination, and the equivalent of that is all of the insulation off the wires gets gone. So all of the wires in the harness. So imagine it's a car, right? Rats have chewed through your harness, and now all the wires are in there, individualized, but still in a group. Now all of those are getting frayed, and now all the wires are starting to rub against each other. So it's like, oh, you turn your window up, and your antenna goes, and you turn the radio off, and the defroster just kicks on. Whatever the heck, it's that kind of thing, and that is not easy for the body to then handle, because it doesn't know where to send signals. You think, just move my right foot forward and that'll be no big deal, and then I'll just do the left one after that. It doesn't work that way. You do that and it doesn't move. and then you go touch it. You're like, why isn't my leg moving? You go touch your move, and then you can feel it, and then it's fine, but it doesn't. You can't get a signal there. It's impossible to describe, but I can't imagine the frustration. A guy who needs things to just work can't even imagine.
That's the weirdest part, but you described it pretty well. It is hard to describe because it doesn't make sense. Like,
you can't understand it if you're able-bodied.
And I didn't. So I get that. Like, it's the weirdest thing to explain because everything seems opposite of what's normal. So, whatever.
Crazy, right?
It's what I get to learn how to do.
Snakebite says, not really familiar with the LA area. Highway 1, NorCal mostly. Oh, yeah. Well, there's some great roads between here and there, especially, if you cut in through Ojai. Stuff like that. Come down the 33. I'm sure those are all well-known ones. And then upcoming, get some more guests and more. We're still trying to figure out Tommy Kendall. Still trying to figure out. You guys know Sonia? Does anybody know Sonia? Hang on one second. See what Sonia's real name is because we're trying to put together a date too. No, we met her at the Radford thing, Radford Motors thing.
Right. Yes.
Hang on, it's coming. Here it is. Okay, screen name is OMG, it's Firefox with 2 X's. I know, it sounds like, why the hell would we know that? Well, 406,000 other people do, and like 750,000 on Twitch. So like people do know who this person is. I didn't know if you guys did. Sonia, digital creator? No? This one? Anybody? Bueller? Carissable says, keep writing, Nicole.
Thank you.
Good call, Carissable.
Will do.
Irvin Rearward says, Nicole, your attitude is fantastic considering.
Thanks.
Considering. Doesn't strike you as odd? Considering.
I'm learning to let everything go.
Yeah.
Part of my new thing today.
OMG Firefox. Sonia.
Right.
She's going to be here soon. We may do it this weekend. I don't know. Tuesdays and Thursdays may be tougher. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so she's coming in soon. That'll be fun. She does a podcast too. I guess I need that. I haven't listened to it yet though. Or I haven't listened to any, but I haven't gone and checked it out. I haven't researched it yet. All right. We should probably do an East Coast feed. Just break it up a little bit here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, jeez, no, did I do it? All right, I put it in here, though. We can do this live. It's not a disaster. We're okay. Oh, look at this. And now, because of this little thing, I realize I have 2 East Coast feeds, which makes it even more exciting. There's one. Let me get the other one, so I don't have to do this twice. Oh, jeez. There it is. Okay. All right. Ready? Yeah, and I heard my laugh there. I sounded like that was like from Jurassic Park. What's his name? Jeff Goldblum from. I'm a chaotician. Chaos theory. I turned the Instagram audience around, and now they're watching us on TV up there, and we're over here. I can't get it right. All right. See, we had a great show with Misha. They can't all be gold. East Coast feed. Roll it, Hal.
Mr. Ryan, Mrs. Ryan, East Coast feed, coming to you live from the SI, the Demon, on the road right now, as you can see as I drive home from work. So listen, funny story. I got your message at my job, but apparently I didn't get the message. My job got the message, and all the appointment coordinators said it was the funniest thing on the planet that you guys called for my birthday, which I really appreciate. Thank you very much. And they felt the need to save it and email it to me as well. And then we listened to it, and they're like, who is that? What are they talking about? I don't understand. This guy's really funny. And it was about you guys, which was great. Anyway, that was it. Just want to say thank you, and I love you guys. That was awesome. Sorry I've been out for a while. It's been crazy with just trying to do the birthday week and relax with the family. We went to Brooklyn. We went to Great Adventure. We went to a jazz club in Manhattan. So it's been good, and that's all she wrote. I hope to keep you more updated on the East Coast feed. Coming to you soon. Love you guys.
Yeah. Chaotician. We'll have landed by the time you get it right. He ties the seatbelt in the knot. Okay. Love you, Kaz, man. Oh, look at this. Ron Goodman's still here. Thank you for watching, Ron Goodman. You're amazing. What a great supporter. Nicole is one inspirational woman.
Thank you.
Australia, you're on the air. Ron Goodman in Australia. Ron Goodman, when are you coming back here? We would love to have you back in studio. We have grown a little bit. We're doing a much better production than we did when you were here. It's all live. It's very, very easy. And can't wait to see you again. It's been a long, long time. Oh, that's the other thing. Show-wise, there is so much stuff going on behind the scenes. I can't. If it seems like we're not doing anything lately, just hang in there. Just hang in there. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes. Just hang in there. It's all good stuff. I'm grateful. I'm just exhausted. Nothing is real yet, but there's lots of potential and there's lots of things. Some things are real. Some things are definitely happening, but you know what I mean. It's just too soon. Check with COVIDs. Oh, yeah. Check with the COVIDs. Fair enough. He's like, it's not up to me. Well, the PEC's back open again, and motorsports is back open, and I just, we miss you, is all. We got to know you, and then we saw you regularly, for a little bit there, and then, life. And then, yeah, the COVIDs. There's that. All right, let's do another East Coast feed. By the way, does everyone remember what he was talking about? We called him on the phone. We called and left a message at his work for his birthday. It was his birthday last week. Oh, geez. Speaking of which, didn't realize this till yesterday, but it's my birthday this week. Did you realize that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, I was messaging my mother, and, as you know, she and I have the same birthday, so I was, whatever, I just forgot. I just forgot. It just snuck up on me. There's too much other shit going on.
I imagine.
You imagine. You're here for it.
Yeah, but that's one I specifically don't partake in.
Oh, my birthday. Yeah, I guess I don't give a fuck. Well, yeah, there's so many reasons. So many reasons. But, maybe it's different now because my whole life we haven't had a good relationship. So there's always been like a dark cloud over my birthday, her birthday, all that bullshit. But now that, the sun has come out, so to speak, on our life and our relationship, we're both old enough to see that ain't nobody perfect and whatever, you know what I mean? Let's just love each other and get through this. Maybe it's different. Maybe I'll be all excited about it. Maybe I'll want a cake. I doubt it. Oh gosh. Oh wow. Ron Goodman, I didn't realize that. Apparently, Ron Goodman and Australia, they're still locked down as far as international travel goes. Didn't realize. Oh, Beverly Whedon, thank you so much. Happy birthday from Beverly Whedon. Thanks. Happy belated birthday. It's a few days from now. You're early. Sanyo Hazel. Is it just Hazel Sanyo backwards? Like, what does that mean? Is Sanyo her name? Sanyo Hazel? Is it slang? Is it street? Is it from the movie Airplane? Excuse me, stewardess, I speak jive. God damn, it's so wrong, but it's so funny because it's Mrs. Beaver, Florence Henderson. No, that's not right. No, Florence, the other one though, but it's Mrs. Cleaver, Mrs. Beaver. God darn it, I'm making it worse. Oh no, Mrs. Cleaver, Beaver Cleaver. Nobody ever put that together. It's not good. And since we're talking about that, shout out to Tony Dow, who is our friend Fireball's very good friend, who just went into the hospital. I think he's okay, but he had a serious, had a scare, or either heart attack or had something. And we were just talking about him the other day about having him come here on our show, and we still hope that happens. We don't want him to die before it happens.
For real.
He's Wally, though. He's Wally, the Beaver's older brother, and Mrs. Cleaver, excuse me, stewardess, I speak jive's son on the show. Sanyo Hazel is my real name. People ask me that all the time. Oh, is it just one word and I'm an adult? Because that happens. Is it like Sanyo Hazel? And you know what I mean? And I'm just like, Sanyo Hazel? What's up with Sanyo Hazel? And she's like, it's Sanyo Hazel. There's nothing wrong with it. You're the problem. Jamie Tate Drums is here. What's up, Jamie Tate Drums? When you were here, did you sit at the desk and play drum? people didn't. It doesn't look like it on television, but when you're actually here and sitting behind the desk, the way the desk is underneath, there's sort of a place for your pedal, for your foot, like a pedal, and there's one over here. And then, so when Dave was doing this, I think he was, because Johnny used to play the drums at the desk, and I think this is sort of a ride cymbal. It's kind of a thing. If you're a drummer, it makes sense.
That makes sense.
Barbara Billingsley! Skip Ploss for the win. Yes! Yes! Oh, we should have known that, too, because you worked with Peter Billingsley. Is there a relation?
Not that I don't think.
Oh, okay. Oh. Senor Hazel. Whatever it really is, it has just become Senor Hazel. Just like GVBC. Senor Hazel. All right. Did I bring out the GVBC merch? I did that, right? Mm-hmm. Told you about the bubbles. I should tell you about... Oh, by the way, you were totally right the other day about... I totally could have done the fire commercial, but it's not a commercial. It's just a thing for us, and it really annoys me to have to do it. And with Misha and all the others, I just didn't want to. That was all. But you were totally right. I saw that back on the show, and she's like, I think you skipped one. I was like, no, I don't think so. I thought you meant something else, and you didn't. You meant this, which you were right. I could have done. But just say fire or whatever. Like you could have said what you meant without...
I'm learning how to use my words again, man. All this is so backed up. I'm doing the best I can.
I told you this when I first met you. I go, I don't think you know how to tell people. It comes out as the truth, but what it ends up being is what you need. You don't know how to tell people what you need. Like whatever your programming was as a kid, it was like you weren't allowed to tell people what you really needed. You'd have to tell them some other thing, and then you might get what you need, and it would be a coincidence, but you could somehow manipulate it to work out in your favor.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, hi, I'm Nicole. You know what would make my life easier? If you would stop doing whatever you're doing, or if you would let me sit in that seat, or if you would whatever and she could just have it because you're amazing. So you can just have whatever you want. Just by being you.
Thanks. I'm learning that at 41.
IMDb for the win. Oh, good job, Skip Ploss. Jamie Tate drums so wanted to. Oh, well, you'll have to when you come back. And are you going to come on the show? I know I asked you. I know I meant to ask you about it, and I don't remember. Jamie Tate. Just give me a second. Gosh darn it. Ugh, what is wrong? Woo! Big stretch. Take a deep breath. Oh, gosh. That's nice. Okay. Jamie Tate Drums is a very talented drummer and composer in the Los Angeles area. And hey, LFV Supreme, are you actually next door? Because you should totally come over right now. LFV Supreme lives right next to our studio, no joke. And if you want to come over, you totally should. Just because, why wouldn't that be hilarious? And yeah, the laugh. It's all about the laugh. Says Skip Ploss.
Thanks again.
Anyway, Jamie Tate Drums is a drummer and composer, but he's also working on a new theme for this show. I know. Everyone is really starting. Here's where the rub comes in, because right after we started, like, oh, let's do a new theme. Yeah, that'd be great, because nothing's ever stuck. This one is starting to stick, and people are like, da 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 da, like all this stuff. I'm almost afraid to change it. I'm not. We're gonna change it. He's done the work. We're gonna change it. But it's ironic. We're finally getting into a groove. Oh, I guess leave it to the drummer to find a new groove, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. As long as it's not the Emperor's. Hey-oh. Did anybody ever see that movie, The Emperor's New Groove? I never saw it.
No.
I know The Emperor's New Clothes, which I love. I love that story.
It's a great story.
Do you know The Emperor's New Groove? Well, it probably wasn't. It's probably only in title that it's a play, right?
I know of it, and that's it.
Me too. And then Stella got hers back. I know that. Although I don't know how. I don't know what she did. Should I say sorry about the... Oh, no, we ended up cutting it out, didn't we? Yeah. Sorry for the episode going up so late the other night. What happened there was a lot of stuff. Taylor Hendricks, Analog Speed, did a very nice opening for us that you all saw and complimented live on the show. Thank you. Well, his music wasn't cleared, and we didn't know that till afterwards when YouTube flagged the episode after I had done all the work and uploaded it and everything. And it was like, oh, 8 o'clock. rolls around. Everyone's going to get to see it now. Here comes the post. And I go, oh, red flag, restricted. I was like, what the fuck? So I then had to pull the whole episode down. Well, I mean, that's easy. I just deleted it. But I had to pull it down. I had to then go edit in our theme song over his picture. And then coincidentally, there was an issue during the show where the audio dropped out when Misha was here. So I ended up taking that out too. So it ended up being a little bit tighter. But anyway, I don't feel good about it. So I feel the need to apologize to the audience because I see the imperfections you may or may not see, but I know they're there. Kills me. Jamie Tate drums. We just need to roll it out with great fanfare. Yeah, exactly. Emperor's New Groove was funny. What was it about, Skip Loss? In no way, shape, or form connected with the new clothes, right? Because that was about outing a bad emperor. Yeah, no, your outfit looks beautiful, Your Majesty. Yeah, no, Your Highness. I can't see your dick at all. Then he walks around naked. And he's Dave, thanks. I couldn't tell the difference. You know, Dave, I think she's right. I can't tell much difference. Gosh darn it, Auto Kennel. That's the answer. That's the answer. That's the answer. We have to get Chris Elliott here. Now, that shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world except for geography. Because if he still lives in the same place he used to, it's only about a mile from the house I grew up in, Wilton, Connecticut. Either way, still in Connecticut. But he got to come out here from work from time to time, right? Schitt's Creek was all in Canada, so he never had to come here. But he might come out here for something.
I would imagine.
That would be so great. And then Abby Elliott from Saturday Night Live, his daughter. We've got some connections there because we went. I don't know her, but like Alex Bloom knows her and stuff. Went to the same high school and stuff.
Oh.
Wilton, same town.
Right. I forgot.
Yeah. All right. None of that was for you, but there we go. You get to be part of the production meeting. David Spade was the lead. Skip lost. David Spade was the lead in. Oh God. Well, maybe that's why I didn't see it. I mean, I know it's an animated movie, but his voice was the lead in Emperor's New Groove. How about that? Oh shit. Yeah. Why not? I think people hit that by accident. I think it comes and it goes away. All right, well, don't worry if you can't answer that, Skip Plus. Oh, he did answer it. Hey, he did. He did. He is here. He is here.
Yeah. I can't figure out how to do it on the computer, so I just set up my phone in front of like the 14 monitors I have here that I could do it nicely, but you know. So the Emperor's New Groove, because I have a daughter who is of age that we were watching those things, is a Mexican Aztec kind of thing where David Spade is a spoiled prince and gets turned into a llama, and then goes to a poor guy's house, and hilarity ensues. It was funny. It's a cute movie.
It sounds almost like Shrek. He's a donkey, right?
They sound like it almost sounds formulaic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was just curious because the Emperor's New Clothes. I loved that story when I was a kid.
I couldn't type that fast enough. I just figured I'd pop it and drop that bit of knowledge, and then, you know.
Thank you. Do you remember the story of the Emperor's New Clothes?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not. It has nothing to do with that.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Bummer. I like that one.
Other than maybe he turned into something else, and the people see him as
the real thing,
llama or whatever. Yeah.
What is going on in Wilton, Connecticut? I'm sorry that your carpet's wet.
Yeah, you can probably
That's not
hear
a euphemism, by the way.
The humidifiers going behind me, but so the wall behind me, the base of it has got water about a foot away from the wall in the carpet. It's just damp. It's wet, but.
But is it coming in through the foundation, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Not much you can do about that. Hey, Portia Malone, good to see you, Cam Ingram.
No, so.
Manuel Carrillo says hi, Skip.
Hello.
And then you've got, I think, a student here. Maybe he says hi, Mr. Skip.
Ammon, yeah. Ammon's awesome. Ammon is a fabulous actor.
Oh, my goodness.
He played young Simba for me in the fall of 2019. And
for The Lion King?
Not only is a great actor, but he's also, he's a good team player. He works hard. He's a good guy to work with on stage, and much like you were. And just 40, 30, 35 years later.
Oh, it's not that far. It's definitely 25 years later.
How old are you now?
I'm not going
How
to say.
how
I'm
old
about
are
to
you
have a
turning?
birthday this week. I'm not going to say.
Yeah, what is it?
It's up there. It's
Is it
double.
over
It's
40?
double digits.
Is it over 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured you were like low
But
40s.
but we were doing. I think shows. It was after my dad died, so would have been like 96 to 98, 99 maybe
It was
in there.
96 and 98.
Yeah. Oh well. There
Yeah,
you go.
96 was Guys and Dolls, and 98 was How to Succeed.
Oh well, there you go. Wait, so
Yeah.
you did every other, but I did something the year before. Was there something in between?
You did something with, I think you did something with Phil.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And
Phil
Shannon,
Burns.
And Shannon Cooney,
You're right again. Yeah, you're right.
who just moved back to Wilton with her 3 kids and walked into my studio on Meet the Teacher Day with her 3 kids and husband in tow at the TV studio at school and was like, hey! And I was like, holy crap.
Is it still the same husband?
Yeah, Claire, yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
He's a really good
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I'm
it
really
was
happy
great.
for them.
was great.
That's a wonderful family that I didn't know how to be good for that. You know what I mean? I was a kid who didn't really know much about good family back then, and then I spent
Yeah.
all my time with this like really good family, and I just
And they're-
mean like wholesome,
and they had a very-
good, all that
They
stuff.
had
So
a very cool house, too.
well, we talked about that on the show once. I mean, I knew them before they moved into that house, but when they moved into that fortress up on Shadow Lane there,
Yeah.
that's my someday house. Like if I could have any amount of money and just show up
it's
at
still
the,
there. It's still there. I think I told you before. It's still there.
if I could just show up at the door, knock on, and, hey, I want to buy your house. I've got enough money to do
Yeah.
it. One of those. That would be the
Yeah.
one. That would be
Yeah,
the
it's
one
a
for
nice one.
sure.
I remember
I'm so happy for Shannon Cooney. I'm glad she's back in Wilton, and so I'm assuming from that conversation that she brought their kids there so that she could see you because her kids will now be in your school.
Well, it was Meet the Teacher Day, and her youngest is in my building in 2nd grade.
Wow.
And
Her youngest is in 2nd grade. Christ, we're old. She's got like 5 kids.
3, I think.
Oh, at least 3.
I think she's got 3.
4 or 5, at least 4. I think she's got 4.
She showed up with 3 anyway. So
Yeah. The other ones are driving.
I think she's got 1 in Middlebrook and 1 in Cider Mill.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other ones are at Northwestern and NYU.
Yeah, maybe. I guess. But no, it's good to see her.
I
had
bet.
another, Kelly. Oh God,
I'm not going to be any
Cortez.
help. Who?
Kelly Cortez.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, she was in the building with her kids too. They've all aged out of Miller Driscoll. So
That sounds so familiar. I'm trying to think of the people from, we used to do productions together, which is what we're all
Yes.
talking about here for anyone else. But a lot of the people that were in your productions, like work out here in Los Angeles. Some are famous agents,
know.
some are famous actors. I think of Matt Horowitz. We did a bunch of plays with Matt Horowitz. He's a big time agent. Last time I checked, CAA.
He
Last time I checked.
knows Matt.
Yeah, we used to do
Yeah,
theater
yeah.
Holy
together.
cow.
Yeah.
He taught Matt.
That's incredible.
Well, I didn't teach Matt. I allowed Matt to be Matt.
Well, fair enough. But I mean, we were all doing that thing together. We were in the soup
So
together.
he was in Guys and Dolls. He was one of the trio for me. And then he went on to do other things, and I guess he had a car accident or something during. Nothing happened. He just wrecked the car during How to Succeed. But he's already doing another show, and his parents said he couldn't do the show that he was doing because the people there led to him doing things he shouldn't be doing, I guess, and he wrecked the car or something. And so she said,
was in
if
a
you
bad
want to do
influence
summer
theater
this
troupe.
summer, if you want to do theater this summer, you have to go back and do it with Skip again.
A good
And
influence.
so he begged back into this show. He was just going to be, ensemble or whatever. And then opening night of that show, I don't know if you remember,
Yeah, I do.
but our Bud Frump had appendicitis.
Yeah, I can't remember
Yeah.
his name, but the good-looking, dark-haired kid.
Eddie Gonzalez.
That's it. Yep.
So
He had to leave because
Gonzalez-
appendicitis. I didn't know that's how
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Horowitz got in the show, though.
no, he was already in the show.
Well, you know what I mean, but I didn't know that's how he got a part.
He got a Battlefield promotion because of that. Yes.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Because I
So
think
the
I
fun-
think of him in that show. I mean, he's such a strong personality when he was acting
He's
anyway.
a phenomenal actor too. And I'm sorry he's not acting, but I'm glad that he's very successful.
No,
He's
that's what I was
happy,
gonna
they've
say.
Got a kid, and I think it's great.
I do too, but I feel the same way. He was so talented that it's a shame that he's representing talent now instead of actually being talent.
Yes, because he's very talented.
Who else? Who else can we think of?
Also, Steve Graybill was,
of
was
course.
in that show.
Of course. People would know him from Big Little Lies and a bunch of other stuff, but he used to be a cameraman on this show when I was in high school. I'm calling it the same show.
Yeah, no, he was awesome too. The thing I remember about him was in the secretarial pool scene where he runs across the stage and he goes off stage right at the play shop, which is about 2.5 feet wide. No, it's not even that. It's like 2 feet. It's like 1.5 feet wide.
Yeah.
Right. Like literally, Nicole, you go off stage, you have to turn sideways so people don't see you walk off stage.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're running into the pin rail. So he goes off, and I was like, "Can you do that Goofy thing when Goofy like falls off a cliff?" And he's like, "Whoa!" Right? And he's like, "Yeah, I can do that." So he goes running across the stage and does it perfectly the first time, and I was like, "All right, that's great. That was good." So, yeah, no, he's awesome. Steve is great.
That was a great.
And just little things. It's like specific things you remember about her production. Like I remember your talk show after the parody was your talk show. You did.
Yeah, I remember this too. Because we forgot to write a parody. We were so busy on that show and we were so down to the wire that we literally, like the day before, it was like we were already in the production when we go, oh my God, we didn't write a parody. And I think I pitched it to you just on a whim of like, well, why don't we just do, like we wouldn't have to write anything if we just do these little vignettes and it could just be a little talk show. And that way now I can do something because I wasn't going to participate because I wasn't, you know what I mean? And now I'll host the damn thing. But we did it. We really did it. And I think I even have pictures of it. Do you have footage of that anywhere?
You know what? I have the show. I don't know if the parody was taped or not. I'll have to look.
Oh no, it was because I have it. If you don't, that's what I mean. I'll get it to you if you don't have it. I haven't watched it in years, but we have it. In fact, I digitized it too.
It's so funny. You go back and look at that stuff now, and you're like, the quality is so bad. The video quality is so bad.
So
it's like,
FVP production so bad.
This crap?
We used to obsess over
quality
it.
Than the videotape, you know.
Oh, here it is. Let's see. I'm going to put this up on screen, and then I will turn this around so you can see it. But this is a picture of me and Sarah Friedman and somebody else.
She's in leopard skin, right?
Yeah, or some kind of.
Yeah, I remember that.
Isn't that hilarious? And there's me
awesome.
and the mic and the blue mugs and the blue cards and.
And that's Bigley's desk we pulled down out of the back, right?
You're exactly right. Well, of course. I mean, once we knew we were doing the parody, I recreated that whole area to sort of be a little talk showy with the skyline and everything.
The time when I just did it again with adults, and LED lighting, which is so much fun.
Yeah, you get all that saturation.
Because you get like, I was making the set basically the same way as we did before, but I was doing Mondrian patterns on the portals on the sides. Yeah. And I was going to paint them all, but I was kind of disappointed because it was going to look the same the whole time.
Yep.
And my lighting designer calls me and he sends me a text. He goes, "Look what I can do." He's got one lit up pink and one lit up teal and one lit up. And I was like, "Good. I just have to put the grids up. I don't have to paint anything." So.
Do you even have to do the grids?
I did the grids. I outlined them in black with my set designer, the guy to help me build it all. He got little half round trim or whatever. He built the grids out of that.
Cool.
And then we just lit it. We didn't paint anything. We just painted it gray, and the lines were black, and then it was all.
And then you just changed the color based on the floor of the building or whatever.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I love it.
Really cool.
I love it.
It was really cool.
Did you watch Mad Men at all? Because there's so much of Mad Men with Robert Morse and all.
I was teaching, night school at a college nearby, and I kind of lost. It was during West Wing, and I kind of lost the drive to watch series.
Yeah.
Because I kept losing huge chunks of it. And it was back before you could go back and stream it and stuff like that and stuff. So
we were the same way, but we went back to it after, and it was just because of the production design alone. I was hooked, and then I just got into it.
Yeah, I want to get into it. I've been watching. What's the guy in England that does the soccer team?
Oh yeah, Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Believe.
Is hysterical.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't do any spoilers because we've only seen the first season, but we're gonna start the
It's
second
really-
season.
Well, we binged. My daughter said you got to watch this, and we said, all right, we'll try one. You know, and then we watched half the season that night.
Yep,
And then
that was all of us.
And then the next day we got up and we're like, what are we gonna do? It's raining. Well, we can watch the rest of the season. So we watched the rest of the season, and then we're caught up now. I think it's only 4 episodes in the new season so far. So yeah.
Oh.
So you can do that in an afternoon. You know.
Didn't even occur to me. I thought they were all out.
I
Yeah,
think it's phenomenally well written. I think it's amazing.
it is. He's
And
so
it's
great. Sudeikis
heartwarming
is
and
great.
It's touching, and it's just, Laura goes to a gym down the street, and one of her coaches is a British soccer player, former British soccer player, and he said, he didn't watch it because he wasn't sure that they were just going to, dunk on soccer and stuff like that.
Not at all.
And he said, but no, he said it was amazing, and he said he really loved it.
What kept us really from watching it for so long was that I don't do sports. I don't know about them. I don't really like it. It's not my thing.
I don't do sports either.
But I really like, I like all the ins and outs. I like logistics. I like learning and all this. So this show is all about sports. And they show you almost no sports, and it's really, really great. It's a budgetary thing, I think, honestly, in the show, and then creatively, I think it probably keeps people like me on the hook. But it's so well stinking done that if a lack of interest in sports is keeping anyone from watching it at home, I highly recommend you get that out of the way immediately because it's not going to be a problem.
I am the mother of all not sports guys.
Right.
I could care less most of the time.
We were always in theater while they're playing games.
Yeah. I mean, if you talk about WRC or Reno or something like that, then I'll watch those. But no, I thought it was phenomenal. I think it's amazing. It's amazing. It's one of his best things he's ever done, I think.
I agree with that. I think it'll end up being the most important thing he's ever done. I think as it keeps going.
Yeah,
What do you think about movies? Have there been any movies that you've seen that you've liked lately? I'm having a hard time liking new movies.
I can't tell you the last time I've gone to a movie.
Well, no, I mean, but even seen one on TV or Netflix or anything. HBO Go.
Oh, what did we watch the other day? We watched something. My nephew came out of the city and made us watch the weird one about Queen Elizabeth I, which is the most awkward thing I've ever watched with my nephew and my wife in the same room.
Weird.
Now, I can't remember what it's called. It was like, it was not Beloved. It was like something like that, though.
That's all right.
It was just the weirdest thing I've ever watched in my life. And, the three of us are sitting, my wife, myself, and my 26-year-old nephew are sitting there watching this, and I was like, well, this is awkward. I can't remember one that I've watched lately that is...
Okay.
I liked Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay, well, that's a couple years ago, but yeah, all right. I love that one. I love that movie because it looks like an old movie, and it's done like old movies.
Yeah.
I'm only excited about the new Indiana Jones because of Ford versus Ferrari. The same director's doing it. And if he makes a picture that's Indiana Jones in theme, but looks like Ford versus Ferrari, yeah, you got me. I'm probably going to be in.
Yeah.
It's old school filmmaking. It's not modern day CGI.
Yeah, no,
there's model work and stuff,
I'm really excited about Dune.
Oh. Yeah, we're not on the same page at all.
No, I know we aren't.
Is this based on the game? That old
I'm very
game?
excited about that because it looks like technology of movie making has finally caught up to the story. And the thing that they tried to do in the 80s was just god awful, I thought.
Oh, so I need to see I don't know the reference material. I know the game.
So
I remember the
I've read
game.
all the books. As a kid, I read all the books. I used to go to Walden Books on Summer Street in Stanford.
Yeah, I love that Walden Books.
And I kept walking because I was really into sci-fi, and I kept read a lot of Alan Dean Foster and all that stuff. And I was walking and Arthur C. Clarke and whatever, and I kept walking by this big, thick book that had a really interesting cover on it in paperback. Paperback was like that thick, and it took me like 3 months before I bought the book. And then I read it. I started reading it the first time. It was a little slow to start because there's a lot of stuff that they're teaching you about,
Okay. Yeah.
it's going to be important later. And then I really got into it, and I read all the books. My brother read everything that they ever wrote. So, but I'm looking forward to that movie.
Cool.
I think we need a new series. Then the Star Wars and everything else is done. So
I'm over all of that stuff.
I know you are.
I didn't get it the first time. I don't get it now. I'm just not the market. But I am the minority. I am aware of that. I know that the rest of the world eats that shit up.
That's okay.
Well, yeah, it's not so great for me. I don't care for it. Living in a Star Wars world, living in a Marvel world.
It's okay that you can be not into it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm trying to tell you it's hard to not be into it because everyone else is. It's hard living in a Star Wars Marvel world when you don't like it.
Well,
it's not easy.
It's like being in this area and not really caring about the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Patriots or whatever. But so.
I disagree. None of those things are changing culture. Those things are all staying this. Okay. All of those things are staying the same. And boy, I sound like a very conservative fellow with this conversation, but. One thing, never mind. I don't even want to continue it because I have to rethink my thoughts on this. Once I saw how it was going, I was like, you don't want to say that. I don't think you even mean it.
Not going anywhere I need to go.
Yeah, I don't even think you mean those things. Why would you say them out loud? Oh, God. All right, Skip Plus. Thank you so much. It was great to see you.
I'll talk to you later.
Love to your guys. And to Shannon Cooney if you see her. All right.
All right, bye.
Oh, he's got a fit. Yeah, there he goes. All right. You're not the minority. We are the silent ones. Oh, yeah. That's hysterical. Dasha, you'll have to rewind the tape. And or talk to Danny. Okay, so I should tell you, since I was going to do this before when we started talking about it, and then Skip Plus jumped in. They say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. St. Clair Insurance is coverage for your toys. In this case, right now, today, we are talking about collector cars and collector car coverage. Sanyo Hazel, put a pin in that. Sanyo Hazel says, it was the year 10191. A beginning is a very delicate thing, says Princess Irulan. I read all of the Dune books. David Lynch did a fine job. I love the 80s version. All right. And you hear that? Steel cage match between Sanyo Hazel and Skip Plus coming up next week. Dune steel cage match. Yeah. You got a car? It needs insurance. You're going to want to talk to Jeff St. Clair. You got to snort. That's worth it. Check out Jeff St. Clair at St. Clair Insurance. CoverageForYourToys.com. CoverageForYourToys.com.
CoverageForYourToys.com.
Also, I mentioned it before, but our friends at Bubbletree make the best bubbles in the world. That's right. This is Jay Ryan saying the best bubbles in the world are made by Bubbletree, the American Bubble Company. I love saying that. I don't know why. That just feels old school to me. The American Bubble Company. Brought to you by the American and the letter C. I'll be wearing my still suit. You got to get the source material to understand that. Our friends at Tradecraft. Thank you so much to our friends at Tradecraft.
Thank you.
Bubbles, dual shift. Dual shift. I want to. Dual shift. Go to dualshift.com. Tradecraft Farms. Oh, yeah. And then this is the one you were talking about. This is Jay Ryan from Late Night Playset, reminding you to please like, subscribe, and comment below. This feeds the internet algorithm and eventually us as well. So it would really help us out. Oh, here it comes now. It would really help us out a lot. Please be a pal. Like, subscribe, and comment below. It'll be fire. Oh, fire. Woo. Skip Plus says, ha! Laughing at the... See, here's the people who get the jokes. Those guys love that movie. I think you have to get the source material. Like, the Mad Max Fury Road thing is all good and great, and people liked it, but a lot of people who haven't seen Mad Max, so they didn't really get the whole thing that we're in this, post-apocalyptic We're not on the 405 anymore. I don't know if everybody got that. Oh, I guess it's time to wrap it up. My God, it went from we're killing time to how did it get so late? Is there anything we need to talk about? The Freeman, the Desert Women War still suits. Oh my God, which was their key to survival? Sanyo Hazel. Dial up the TiVo. I know what you're watching tonight. GVBC in an official capacity is not happening tomorrow. If you are out there driving, you may run into some folks, and I'm sure that's fine too. But from an official capacity, it's just not happening. We will not be up at Newcomb's. There is no. If you go to the GVBC Instagram, the message is changed. Whatever it says, it's changed. I can't remember what it says because I just got caught up by a thing from Ann Anstedt and Roger. All right, doesn't matter. Shit, it's too many things. I don't know the energy for this today. I'm sorry, everybody. Look at that. Uh-oh. Yep. I know. Yep. It's backwards. It's not going to help anybody backwards. Oh, now we're in here promoting this show. This is confusing. What's this? Oh, no. Enough of you. I've seen you already. We care about you very much. There's great guests coming up. More shows to do. Lots of exciting things. I'm sorry tonight was a dud. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Dud for me. Anytime I don't feel like I have anything prepared, I just... Oh, thanks to our guest, though. Thanks to Marcia Beto, who jumped in. Thanks to did Otto Kendall actually jump in? No, I think he just seemed like he did. And Skip Ploss, of course. That was fun. And then if you get a chance, go check. Excuse me. If you get a chance, go check out the Misha Mansour episode from last week. That was a lot of fun. Really, really fun. Robert Scott says, not a dud, man. Oh, thanks, guys. You're amazing. I guess if you get to look at her, it's not a dud. You know what I mean? From a presentation, did we give people anything? It doesn't feel like we really left you with much this evening. Some information on GVBC. That's it. We love everybody. Love you. We love you. Love you on Instagram. Love you at YouTube. Love everybody in real life. And I'm sure we will see you this weekend someplace. Saturday is not for them. It's for you, and I'll tell you about that. We may have company Saturday, and we may also do a show. Totally separate. The company's different. Well, that's all company, whatever. But we love everybody. Please love one another. I don't know what's going on. Like I said before, there's fires, there's floods, and there's definitely mask, no mask, all that other crap. Please try to rise above it. Just like me to you, you to me. Let's just all try to hang in there and do our best. There's no way to win if we choose a side. You gotta love one another. It's the only way it moves forward. I mean, it's love one another or civil war. And civil war sounds cool until it's actually happening, and then I guarantee you're gonna regret it. Listen to me. I've seen Armageddon, and you're not gonna like it. I heard it. I don't know what's happening, but we love everybody. So please love one another. See you next time.